Hi everyone, this is Miss Sky, and today we are going to be talking about blends in phonics. Blends are when you have two or sometimes three sounds and you can put them together to make a slightly different sound. For example, if I had these letters, what letter is that? F and L, and I put them together, I wouldn't go oh. I do it a little faster and I say full. Can you try that? Yeah, when I say full, I'm making a blend of those two sounds. So today we're going to practice a couple different sounds. I'm going to show you a little chart that I have full of lots of different blends. We're going to practice on our whiteboards, and you're going to get to read and write some sounds. So remember, for all of our phonics lessons, you should either have a whiteboard and a marker or a piece of paper and a pencil so that you can practice some of the writing along with us. So let's start with reviewing some blends first. We just said F and L makes a full. Guess what? I have a little chart here of a whole bunch of different blends that we're going to get to practice. Let's start with our first ones. We did F and L. Let's try another one. I'm going to write it down. You're going to help me read it to sound out that blend. Ready? Okay. D. Say it fast. Der. This is a tricky one. A lot of times when we're writing words that have a der sound in them, like dress, I notice that my friends tend to write it like this instead. Instead of using a D and a R to make the der sound, they might write dress like this. Let's see if that says dress. S. Jess, that's not the same word. Sometimes when we hear a der sound and don't know which two letters make that sound, people put a J instead. What about if I do it like this? Does this say dress? It doesn't have that blend in it anymore. It just says D, S, des. That's not a dress. Do you remember what two letters went together to make the der sound? Let's see. I'm going to put them in. Let's see if you guess the right letters. It was DR, remember? Now it says dress. Dress. Good job. Okay, let's go over a couple of other ones before I show you my chart. What sounds do you think this would make if I blended them together? Starting over here, we would go t, tur. Very good, tur, like tree or trap. That's another tricky one. If I didn't know how to sound it out, I would have a lot of trouble writing that word. Okay, two more. St. St. That's right, the sound is st. Okay, one more. Cur. That's right. So we're going to take some of those blends and we're going to read words that have those blends in them. Then you are going to get to write some of those words. I hope you're ready. Let's start with our reading first. Here is my beautiful anchor chart of blends. Now, blends are when you put 2 to 3 consonant sounds together. So I'm not using the vowels in these ones. I'm using the consonants. And I'm putting the sounds together quickly. So here's one that we practiced earlier. We said over here it was F and L makes what sound? Full. That's right. So it makes the sound full. And if I was trying to read these words, I guess I would have to tap them. But I don't have to tap the F and the L separately. I can put them together. I can say full, at, flat. Did you get that word? Good. So we're going to try another one. Ready? Remember, FL makes full, full, ip, flip. Yeah, something you guys like to do when you're playing at recess. Flip and flop. That makes the full sound, FL. Okay, are you ready to try a couple of other ones? You have to read these words to me. I'm going to pause and give you a chance to say them to make sure you're getting those sounds in there. Okay, here is our next blend. DR makes what sound? Dur. Yeah, dur, dur. So let's try one of these words. First sound. Okay. Dur. Ah. Good. Remember, when I'm starting the word, I get my lips ready for that first sound. Drop. Drop. Yep. When you let go of something, you drop it. Let's try another dur sound. Here we go. Dur. Did you do that one? Dur, ag, drag. Yep, drag is when you pull something, like you're pulling something behind you. Okay, next. All right, our next two sounds are T and R put together. Can you try that? Tur, tur. So if I'm going over here, I would say tur. Ip, trip. Yeah, if you're running too fast, you might trip. Let's try another one. This one's a little bit tricky because I included a word that has a double vowel. You see how the A and the I are right next to each other? The A and the I make the sound A. So when you get there, just say A and then keep going, okay? So let's try those sounds. Ready? Here we go. Did you figure that one out? Train. Train. Good. Makes the word train. Now we have two more blends that we're going to do to figure out 4 more words. Then it's going to be your turn to start writing some blends. I'm going to tell you the word, and you're going to have to figure out which one of these could be in there. Okay, now we are ready for this blend. S and a T makes what sound? St. St. Ooh, check out this word. You see how the st is at the end? Blends can be at the ends of words too. They don't have to be at the beginning. So in this one, it's actually at the end. So let's start over here. P, a, st. Past. 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 It's in the past. It means it happened a while ago, right? Now this is one you might see when you are outside, if you're walking down the street, or if you're driving on the bus or in a car, you might see this word on a sign somewhere. You think you can figure that out with our st sound? Let's give it a try. Stop. Stop. That's exactly how you spell the word that you would see on a stop sign. Okay, our last 2 letter blends for today. K-er. Put it together. Cur. Yep. So let's read these cur words. Can you say cur? Cur. It's a funny sound, isn't it? The ones that have R's in them, those blends, like TR And DR and BR is another one. Burr, cur, tur, dur. They all sound a little bit funny with that R on the end, so you got to practice them a bit. All right, cur. Here we go. You try. Ooh, this one's tricky because it's got a sp on the end. That's another blend. Let's try one more time. Cur, sp. Crisp. That means something is kind of like crunchy when you're about to eat it. Ooh, crunchy, crisp. Those sound like they both start with the same blend. Could have put the word crunchy on here too. I have one more cur word. It's our last blend. You guys are doing great. Here we go. Crib. Crib. That's right. That's like where a baby sleeps. So a little game you can play right now is you could pause the video right here, look at some of our words, and practice reading them again. Practice sounding them out. So parents, if you want to practice this a little bit more with your child, you can pause here and go on over them again. See if they remember how to do those blends. All right. Now, I said it was going to be your turn to write, and I was serious. So you better get out your paper or your whiteboard so you're ready to write. I have my whiteboard here. Here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to say the word for you. You're going to try and tap out the sounds with me, and I'll practice one time with you. And then you're going to take your writing materials, and you're going to write the word. And you can pause if you need extra time to write the word. That's fine. And then I'm going to show you the word, and you can check your answer and see if you did it the same way that I did it, okay? Just like we would do in class if we were writing on the carpet or at our tables with our whiteboards. Okay, our first word is going to be the word scab. Can you try that one? This is not one of the blends that we went over, but it is two sounds if we listen careful. Scab. Scab. What makes a sk sound? What's the first thing you hear? Sk. Sk. Ab. Scab. Your hint is that this word has 4 letters. The first 2 are the sk blend. Sk. Ab. All right, you can pause to write down if you need to. I'm writing down my answer. Ready in 3, 2, 1. All right, let's see how we did. My first sound was sk. What 2 letters make a sk? S and the C. Good. Sk. If you wrote a K, that's fine. Ks do also make the k sound, but when it's in the middle of the word, it's often a C like this. Sk. Ab. Scab. That's right. If you fall down when you're playing at recess, you might get a little scab on your knee, but that's no big deal. Okay, let's try another word. I'm going to use one of the blends that we did in our lesson earlier to make it easier. You know what? Let's do the word stop. That's one we talked about earlier. How do you spell stop? If I was going to tap it, I would say, what was that blend? St. Ah. Stop. Okay. Think about what 2 letters make a st. If you need to pause to write it down, you can. St. Ah. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's see if we made our own little stop sign. St. Ah. Stop. Good job. 2 more words. Let's do the word flop. If I am feeling sleepy, I might flop into my bed at the end of the night. Just, flop. Can you write the word flop? Listen to that beginning sound. Full, full. Oh, we gotta tap before we write silly in the sky. Let's tap it. Here we go. Full. Ah. That's tapping with the blend. Do you think you could tap without the blend? Can I break the blend down so I have 4 pieces, like my 4 letters? Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Flop. Okay. You write it down, I'm writing it down. When you're writing your letters, you should always be thinking about how to make them the right size too. Some letters are tall, some letters go down low, they have a little tail. So think about those sizes when you're writing your letters. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Flop. Full was what 2 letters? It was that F and that L we talked about. Full. Ah. Flop. Okay. Just like I promised, we have 1 blend letter left. When we're done writing, I have something special for you. I have a story that you're going to read to me. Oh, I love it when you read me stories. So in this story, there are going to be blends, there are going to be sight words, and you're going to put them all together to read what happened in the story. So don't worry, it's a short story. It's only three beautiful sentences. But before we get there, we have one more word. This word is something it's an instrument that you might play if you were in the band. Can you write the word drum? Remember that beginning sound? Drum. All right, let's tap. Let's tap it with the blend together. Drum. Now let's try it with the 2 pieces of the blend separate. I'm going to let you try first. Ready? Do you remember what to make the dr sound? D, drum. D, Now's that chance to pause if you need it while you write down the word drum. All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Dr is DR. Remember that was one of those tricky R ones we talked about. Dr. Drum. That's right, drum. Excellent job. Okay, now it's story time. So I have my story all written out on a piece of paper here. I'm going to hold it up. You can pause it and try reading it on your own first if you want. This is sight words. They're underlined in green, and some words to blend and try and tap that are underlined in blue. And don't forget, you can always look at the picture too to try and figure out what's happening in the story. Okay, here we go. If you want to try reading it on your own first, you can pause right here, because we're about to start as a class. Let me get over to the side here. Okay. There we go. You know that word. What's that? The frog. Frog. Oh, there he is. The frog is, tap this one, sad. He, now this one's tricky because it has a sight word in the middle and a sound in front and a sound in back. But if I know A-L-L, all, I can add the other sounds like this. All. Falls. Oh no. He falls in the wa. What does he fall in? Where did he fall in? Oh, the water. Okay. So let's read the two sentences we have first before we keep going with our next two. The frog is sad. He falls in the water. Oh, this sentence is just one silly looking word with a blend in it. PL makes pull, pull, up, plop. The exclamation point means I say it excited. Plop. Can you try that? Good job. We know this word. He can, sound it out. Swim. Good. He can swim away. He can swim away. Yeah, this is a tricky sight word. It's okay if you don't know that one yet. So that was a cute little story about our frog. He was feeling sad. He fell in the water and then he swam away. Do you think he feels better now? Maybe he just wanted to go for a swim. So if you want to read the story again on your own, of course, you can always pause the video and try it one more time because you did a great job reading it with me. When I am reading something that I don't know, I look for sight words that I do know and to see if I can recognize them on their own and also inside of words. Like that one had the word all inside of it. That helped me sound out that word. I went alls. Falls. Yeah, I knew it because I knew the all. So make sure you check the sight words, and if there are words that you don't know, you look at the picture to try and figure them out, and you also try and sound them out. Yeah, using your tappy fingers, thinking about all of the parts of the word, including our brand new blends. Good. So the reason why we have blends is because putting two letters together makes it faster for me to read a word. So that's a good thing to keep practicing. And we'll definitely talk more about it in the future. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks for practicing with me.